Good afternoon, everyone. This is the Vermont House Committee on Commerce and Economic Development. It is Thursday, March 27th, 2025 at 1:36 in the afternoon. So we're here to continue our discussions on 342. We have our legislative counsel, Rick Siegel, with us. So Rick, if you could walk us through the latest version.
Sure. And do you all have copies? Do I need to share my screen as well, or
Yeah, I think if you share your
share screen? All right.
It is 3.1.
It is 3.1. It is 3.1. So Rick Siegel, Office of Legislative Counsel. You should have draft 3.1 on your screen or on this screen. I'm going to scroll down to the first change, which is on page 7. So we are in the subsection B, the non-disclosure of protected information, subdivision 3, the notice sent by the AG. I'm sorry, in other words, the notice the AG must create for cover people to use to send to data brokers. So we're adding a new subdivision under subdivision B, where you must include a disclaimer so the person is aware that this may complicate certain business transactions. And we're adding a new subdivision II that the cease and disclosure of a covered person's protected information may not result in the covered person's protected information being totally removed from the internet. So they're aware that it can still be posted by other companies that aren't data brokers. Does that look good? Okay. So subsection C is called Attorney General Enforcement to not confuse what's happening here in subsection C. Just the name change. Subdivision C is new. And this subdivision requires the Attorney General to create a form on its website where a covered person or an authorized agent of the covered person is able to provide notice to the AG that more than 15 days have passed since the covered person or their agent submitted notice to a data broker pursuant to the notice statute, and that the data broker continues to disclose or has redisclosed the covered person's protected information. This form shall require at minimum that the covered person provide the name of the data broker and the covered person and at least one element of the covered person's protected information. This could be address, it could be phone number, other elements of
Already?
What was
the
it?
house.
What was that for?
House.
House.
All right.
Well, that means it's a roll call.
Yeah.
So do we have,
That
that
means
means 2
we
minutes.
have to
2 minutes?
I can finish this up. So that's the first edition that the AG produces this form. And that was to address really the AG being aware that, hey, we're getting a bunch of these data brokers that are not ceasing to disclose the protected information. It is optional. The covered person, obviously, we can't make them submit a notice to the AG that they have not been, that their information has not been ceasing disclosed. But this hopefully would provide an AG an avenue to kind of understand the number of violations. Any questions about that? And the other change is just down in the study. It's ADS that consults with AOA, the Secretary of State, and the Office of the Attorney General, and with other state agencies as requested by the agency. So I received language from John with ADS, and his language had AOA as the leader of the study, but my understanding was you wanted ADS.
So it doesn't sound like AOA had much interest in
Okay.
that.
So ADS would lead the study. I did adopt a few of their changes. They added the word considerations to impacts on the study. And then there was the request to add the word resource to look at the fiscal and resource impact on public agencies. And then D and E are new. The degree to which risk can be mitigated through state or local policy and determining which statutes, regulations, and administrative policies require amending in order to accomplish the goal of public agencies being able to cease disclosure of protected information of covered persons. And 4 has been added to give them leeway to look into other things related to that study.
Rick? Mr. Chairman, ask a question?
Let's hold that because we gotta get to the floor and
Okay.
vote, and then we'll take that after.